efforts, I'll pull you back together. You fall apart, I'll build it back, but better. I'm a scoundrel with my pen works adventures. My punchlines are too raw for glass jars and dentures. You think you've seen madness? Well, I am the center. I'm only happy in the summer. The winter. Watch out now, water. It's high now, not going under.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Soldier Field. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing right away is Williams. And incomplete to open things up.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 68 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
All right, come on.
Achane is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up at the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Achane. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Achane with it. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force their turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
6-0 our score after 1.
Bears nothing.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. In motion right comes Allen. To throw, Williams. Rolling to his right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Williams. Wide open receiver, complete. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Here's Swift. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll run with Swift. And this time he is in. Yes. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Santos with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Tua going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
To the air, Williams on the move to his left. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Flushed out right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
They'll go. Here's Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
21G, 21G. Out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Well, now how about this return?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 67 yards.
And the Dolphins have retaken a third quarter lead.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Throwing is Williams.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Cam Smith. He's to the 15.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
To throw, it's Williams.
Eluding the pressure right. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
I don't care if you're taking it in round one, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Under pressure, they got him again.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Come on, set.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Williams loses the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Hey. Corner, long. 20, TX. Solo left Zion. Out.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Okay, ready? Set, ready? Cowboy 80. Go.
On play action, here's Williams.
Steps away. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Out route to Hill, complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Right.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Number one, hard. Hey, long. Solo left Zion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa, buying time to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Here's Williams, throwing to start the drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Keenan Allen, 67 yards.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a first carry for their fullback. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here's Tua. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Go ahead.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Gets this one to Hill. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
They'll run. Achane.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt